SMT Nation, we are back. Nation, if you've been wanting the AT&T Turbo feature, but you haven't been on a pricey premium postpaid plan, rejoice. Your option to get that feature appears to be on deck. Anyways, let me tell you guys all about it. I'll provide a link for the AT&T announcement from the AT&T Turbo feature launch back in May. Kind of like a placeholder. I'll provide a link in the description. Ways to support us can be found there as well. Please do like and share this video, subscribe if you're new here, and turn on the bell notifications icon to never miss an upload. And don't forget to support us on all of our platforms, Patreon, YouTube memberships, get exclusive access to content, and early access benefits, amongst other things here on the channel. All right, guys, so let's say you've been a prepaid customer. You don't have good credit, or you choose not to have expensive postpaid plans. You know, single line access can be pricey on postpaid. Maybe you like and enjoy the entire prepaid experience, but you want one of the features that postpaid has, which is AT&T Turbo. AT&T Turbo feature is where you get priority network access for an additional fee, but it gives you a higher QCI access. So basically, the lower the QCI number, right? So the standard being QCI 8, right? If you were getting access from QCI 7, you would have higher priority network access. So at times of congestion or heavy usage, you would remain in kind of the fast lane, right? Whatever the fastest version of those data, experiences are like, you would have priority over someone who has QCI 9, for example. So you would basically have an enhanced version of a prepaid plan. Most prepaid lines are going to be on QCI 9. With the Turbo feature, you could essentially be in QCI 7, giving you a premium network experience that would be akin to how it's always been for postpaid at AT&T prior to this whole Turbo feature being enabled and them changing all the QCI levels and such. So I don't know if this is going to be available to all AT&T prepaid plans. I don't think it's available on Cricket or anything, but for $7 a month, they're going to give you this Turbo add-on, and it's going to give you this premium network experience, which will be probably most notable and easily, visible when you're in probably some LTE only areas, right? Or, maybe it's like low band 5G with smaller bandwidth channels where the speeds just aren't there. You start to get a little bit of usage on these towers, it's probably going to show under those conditions. So if you're in that type of situation where the network doesn't have the 5G plus upgrades yet, and you don't have, the C-band and the DoD upgrades or the backhaul upgrades, so the cell towers, we'll just call them legacy, right? They're not fully modernized. You could pay for this feature and essentially have the highest access, the highest priority of all users on the network that are not first responders, right? Because of FirstNet. So, but that's really it. I know for a fact that some of the premium plans with autopay on AT&T prepaid come in around $55 a month with autopay. I think for some folks, I've seen them paying upwards of $65 a month. So if you pay the $7 add-on for the Turbo feature, that does kind of get it a little close to the postpaid pricing, which I think for like the entry level, like starter type unlimited plans, you're probably upwards of over 70, right? But that gets you pretty close. So I don't know which plans will get the access. I think you'll have to check within the AT&T app, first of all, to see that the Turbo feature is available to you on those plans. But you're going to have to check that eligibility, obviously. And I don't know, it's quite possible a legacy plan might not have this as an option, but I think it's worth checking. Now, the question I ask you is, if you're a prepaid customer who is cost conscious, I suppose, you're probably not looking to pay an additional $7 for an add-on because your service is already where it is, right? But I think for a premium prepaid customer, they're looking at this as a possible answer to one of their issues. If you've experienced some slower data throughput at times, it could be a solution for you. So I want to know from you guys, if you're an AT&T prepaid customer, are you willing to pay for this? Which plan do you have? And maybe give your rationale as to why you're willing to pay. And if you're not willing to pay, maybe kind of comment and tell us why. Is it the cost? Is the experience good enough? Do you guys think this is going to be something that's going to make some headway in the prepaid space? I know some folks on postpaid have enjoyed it and really like the feature, but I'm looking to see what kind of turns out to be the interest for this feature on the prepaid side of the house? Let me know. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.